So how are those cheap tires from Sam's holding up? A little over a year ago, we got new tires on this Model 3, Tesla Model 3, and we did that because it needed new tires. That happens sometimes. We bought the car used from Hertz, and after a while, the tires started to show wear and we needed to get new ones. We chose Sam's because they were least expensive, and they did have a pretty good low-cost tire that met all the specs that we wanted, that had a good 50,000 mile warranty on them. We did a video about it when we bought the tires, and we did say we would come back after a year to check on them. Now, it hasn't been quite a year yet, but one of the tires was leaking pretty severely, and we realized we hadn't remembered to have them rotated, so we went back to Sam's and had them rotated and the leak fixed. Now Luke can tell you more about that.
Since we bought these tires, we've put 25,000 miles on this car. The tread wear warranty on these tires is 50,000 miles, so that means we should be half of their tire life used up. They start out around 11-30 seconds of tread wear. Well, my rear tires were sitting at 8-30 seconds of tread wear. They've only worn down 3/30 seconds of an inch. They should be around 7, and they were at 8. My fronts, on the other hand, were at 6/30 seconds, and that's my fault for not having them rotated in 25,000 miles. I'm going to be more on top of that moving forward. But the tread wear is like right in line with the warranty. These tires should make it the full 50,000 miles as long as they don't die an unnatural death running over a nail or a screw on the road, which I have a tendency to be a magnet for. Now, the tire repair was free at Sam's. The tire rotation was free at Sam's because I bought the tires there and I have a Sam's Club Plus membership. So, and these were the least expensive tires that I could have possibly gotten on this car, and it looks like I'm going to get the full 50,000 miles out of them. That seems to me like a pretty good deal. These tires are the Nexen N5000 Platinum tires in the OEM spec as far as tire size goes. That's 235 45 R18s. So in 25,000 miles, what have we put these tires through in the last year?
We've been through several road trips.
Right.
And you drove back and forth to work. It's an 80-mile round trip.
That's 60.
60-mile round trip. It's longer than most people can
Yeah,
do.
60-mile round trip, 5-day-a-week work commute. A 2,700-ish mile road trip to Charlottesville, Virginia from Fort Worth, Texas.
Right.
Before that, we took it to Lake of the Ozarks and back, so that was about another 1,400 miles.
Yeah. We went on several other shorter road trips. You've been to Austin several times.
Austin and back.
What, 3 or 4 times this year?
Well, I've only taken this car to Austin once in San Marcos.
Right.
I just did the one from San Marcos, and there was that trip up to Oklahoma to pick up John's bike.
Right.
So
it's a lot of road
tripping. There's probably 5,000 or 6,000 miles of that 25 have been road trips.
Yeah, plus we take this car whenever we do our weekly errands, and just anytime we need to do something together, we pretty much always take this car. So it gets a lot of miles on it.
And yes, of course, I know that I need to rotate the tires more frequently and will be moving forward. But what necessitated thank you, this trip to Sam's was the puncture in what at the time was my left rear tire and is now on the front.
Yeah.
And it was just leaking about 1.5 pounds of pressure, 1 psi per hour.
Just enough to be really annoying. You go for a full work day and you leave and you come out and your tire's flat. It's not great.
I was worried because I'd gotten a warning rear tire tread depth low from the car, and the car was saying, you know, get the tires rotated. And I've done that. The warning's gone away.
Yay.
Even though the tire tread depth is now lower than it was because of where it was. But it'll balance out now that we've got the tires rotated, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
But we should be at 25,000 miles at 7:30 seconds of tread. And 2 of our tires have more tread than that, and 2 of the tires have less, and that's my fault. So it's looking like it's going to balance out. So I'm Would you recommend these tires for someone with a Model 3?
Yeah, it worked out for us. We, when we bought them, because they were less expensive, we thought there was a good chance that they might not last. But the warranty made that feel like it was worth the risk, and it really has been so far.
Last year, yeah, the warranty was one of the main reasons why. Last year, the day after I got the tires on the car, I did my mixed driving range 100 to 0, my range test, and in the video from a year ago when we put the tires on the car, got the tires put on the car, I commented that it seems like I've lost a little bit of efficiency. That went away after a little bit.
Oh, okay.
The efficiency came right back after the tires had, broken in a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
So haven't had an issue with efficiency. Road noise is a little better than what was on the car to begin with, but that's because since it was an old rental car, the original tires they weren't original. They were the tires that were on the car when we got it weren't matched. They were two different brands.
Oh, right.
It was there's one brand on the front and another brand on the back, and so the tread patterns weren't the same. And when we got matched tires, it helped road noise by about maybe a half a decibel or 1 decibel,
noticeable,
which is noticeable. It's slight, but a lot of money goes into even just reducing by 1 decibel car noise. So
you want to talk about the other advantages and disadvantages of buying tires at Sam's?
Well, why don't you do that? The advantage is, I'll say advantages, you say disadvantages.
Okay.
Tire repair today cost me nothing. Tire rotation today cost me nothing because of the Sam's Plus membership. Didn't need an appointment, walked up to the counter, and they took care of it right away. The disadvantage to that
was that we were in Sam's while they were doing the work, and we found a lot of things to buy, which is always, it's a risk. Anytime you walk into a Sam's Club, it's a risk because you could leave with a lot of things that were not on your grocery list.
Yeah, you'll find good bargains at Sam's, but you won't save money because you'll spend more than you had planned.
That is true.
So yes, the tire stuff was free. The stuff that we bought was about $200.
Yeah, it's just the way it goes.
So let us know if you can relate to that.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people can relate.
The puncture in the tire sticks into this month's theme, it seems, of things going wrong.
Yeah, we've had a lot of things go wrong this
We're
month.
Still having our...
That noise that you hear in the background is a Cybertruck.
The Cybertruck is diving.
Evidently, I don't know what that means.
But yeah, we're still having our charger woes. And we'll explain more about that. It's getting taken care of, but that's why we're at a supercharger right now, is I need to get some power in this faster than level 1 charging. So subscribe so you don't miss any of those videos. Those will be coming up soon.
Yeah, you'll get to see the play-by-play of everything we had to deal with this month. None of it was really bad, but it was just annoying.
At least two more, because there's that charger issue and there's the live wire that's still in the shop.
Right.
So
just annoyances,
So those are coming up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.